Hello, how are you doing, Mr.
Very
Vic?
good, hello.
Oh, this is a very nice shirt.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I'm a soccer coach.
Oh, great. So you're into fitness?
Yeah, very much.
Oh, how long have you been a soccer coach?
About a year.
Oh, nice. I always enjoy soccer. I watch, what is it, the FIFA World?
Yeah, FIFA, yeah.
Oh,
Very exciting, you know. I love, but I work with the youth.
Oh, that's nice. And what got you into working with the youth?
Just opportunity, just want to help the kids grow and be better in life, and, you know, I felt like I could help them.
Oh, okay. That's much appreciated. So tell me, as I can see you're into fitness, what brings you in today?
Bad eating habits.
Bad eating habits. Okay, I see here on your charts that you eat a bag of chips every day.
Yeah, pretty much. I'm like obsessed with chips and junk food, pastrami, bacon cheeseburgers, and all of the greasy foods I love.
Okay, so how long have you been having these bad eating habits?
I say since I was a kid, maybe like 11, 10, maybe younger. I've been eating chips since I can remember.
So tell me, how was it growing up in a household? Did your mother feed you pastrami or hamburgers?
Occasionally, but she really cooked a lot. Greens, we ate pretty healthy, you know, balanced, but we did go to the store and, you know, I bought my own chips at the store.
Okay, and so when you got money to go to the store, there was no restrictions.
No.
So anytime you come home with chips, it was just normal in your family.
It was okay, yeah.
Okay.
Nobody never told me it was a problem until I was like 25.
Until you were in, who told you it was a problem?
My dad, he told me that though you're eating cancer sticks, but he still buys them for my nieces and nephews.
I see. Now, how old are you?
27.
27. At this age, do you feel any difference in your body from eating bad? Do you feel that eating bad can contribute to your emotional or your mental awareness? Do you feel?
Yeah, definitely. I feel like it slows me down.
Okay.
I feel like it kind of drains my energy. I get pains within my stomach in certain areas, and I know it's from bad eating.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it affects me. And then, you know, when I eat, if I eat just chips and nothing else, I'll have a headache for sure. If I go get a bag of hot Cheetos and no breakfast, that's a headache.
At what time in your life did you decide I want to start eating healthy?
Recently. Well, I always thought about it, but not until recently I started taking it serious, you know, getting more connected with the spirituality and healthy lifestyle and, you know, opening my mind. You know, now I'm more interested in trying to live a healthier life, you know, and then when you get older, you get to start feeling the junk food effects. First, when you're young, you don't really feel it.
Okay, so tell me, what have you done since this recent spirituality and you becoming more open and interested in eating healthy? What strides have you made to reach a healthier eating habit, a food goal?
Well, let's say, stopped eating chips for a whole month. I did that from September 13th to October 13th, and then I started back. Let's see, I started eating more salads. I tried to slow down on the pastrami's and burgers and stuff, but I really couldn't really slow down on that, honestly. It's like a battle, a daily battle, but at the end of the day, the food always wins.
So tell me, let's elaborate. When you stopped eating chips between the months of September to October, how did it make you feel?
I have more energy.
Okay.
I felt a lot better inside. Yeah, I felt like I had a lot of energy. And then I noticed the whole month I was feeling better. And as soon as I started eating chips again, the first day I ate some chips, I threw up. That was the first day back. I threw up. And then I took like another week off of chips. And then the next chips I ate, I threw up again. And then after that, I've been eating them. I've been okay. But I could feel like minor headaches and stuff. So
What, so you said you stopped for 1 month and you felt better, you had great energy, you emotionally it sounded like you were in a better place of mind, and once you start eating them again, you threw up. So what made you go back to eating them?
They were around me everywhere. My nieces and nephews had them. Everybody was eating them all in my face, everywhere. The whole house and everybody had a bag of chips. So I think it was the influence of being around so many people eating chips. That it was like, well, let me just try one, and then one turns to another one and another one, and then you tell yourself you're going to slow down, and you just keep eating them.
Mm-hmm. So let me ask you, when you did take your break from eating chips, did you tell everyone in the household, hey, I'm not going to be eating chips no more? If you guys can support me through this and help me have less chips around, because primarily it sounds like the reason why you started eating chips again was because of your environment. And the environment sounds like it's coming from the household, and the household does have a huge influence on our eating habits. So, did you alert anyone in your household that you have stopped eating chips?
No, I didn't tell anyone. I just stopped on my own. Yeah, I just stopped. I feel like I could have. I don't have to be influenced, but I am. I guess, it's just tempting when they're in your face all the time.
Mm-hmm. So if you were to try to stop eating chips again, do you think it would help you if you were able to tell your household, hey, I'm not eating chips. If you guys can support me and I have chips around when I'm around.
I believe that, maybe I can do it. I don't know as far as that's going to work. Maybe it can if everyone's on the same page, if everyone has the same goals. But you can't really tell that to the kids because they love the chips. You just can't buy them for the kids. And then that's how you keep them out of the house.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so I'm going through your charts, and I also see that outside of chips, you enjoy pastrami, burgers, high fatty acid foods.
Yeah.
So, have you ever taken a break from those foods?
Not much. Maybe a week here, a week there, but not much. Pretty much, I'm going to give me a bacon cheeseburger or pastrami chili cheese fry or something from the burger stand every week for sure. Yep. Or some pizza, some greasy food. Yep.
Okay, every week. So is it once a week you will have a pastrami, or is it like on different days? Okay, say for example Monday I have my pastrami, then Wednesday I'm gonna have my pizza.
Yeah.
And so it wasn't, okay, once a week, this is my junk food day, I'm gonna have a pastrami.
Well, it's a different junk food every day.
Today, a different junk food every day.
Tomorrow pizza, the next day bacon cheeseburger special, next day something else, whatever. I love fast, greasy, burger stand food.
Mm-hmm. So when you took a break for 1 week, how did that make you feel?
I felt a lot better. I felt more energized. My brain felt less tense. I felt more free. I felt more connected to, the things around me spiritually. I just felt better overall. I was more happier, more excited, and my energy was better. So yeah, I felt the difference, but like I said, it was just, the food is just so good, it's hard to not, I don't know what to eat if I do quit. I don't know what to substitute. It's hard to, fill that in with just a salad.
Okay, I understand. So, what made you, after taking a week, and stop eating these foods? What made you go back to eating those foods?
The temptation, how can you call it? The hunger, thinking about when you got the urge, you got the taste for something, like if you want a pickle, or you get that taste and you just gotta have it. So, I get the taste for pastrami and I gotta have it, or
So you have an urge.
Yeah.
That's telling you to.
I just get like a taste where I gotta have, whatever that is, whatever I have a taste for, I gotta go get it.
Now, eating junk foods and chips, how does this affect you as far as your health, your fitness career? Does this affect your fitness career?
A little bit. I feel like I have a little more energy. I feel like it gives me little pain, but overall, I do eat healthy, and I do, drink a lot of water. So I try to balance it out, and I don't really let it stop me. So it's like a balance, but it affects me, it slows me down. But I find a way to just battle through it and do it, yeah. But I definitely think as far as like working out on my own time, it slows me down. Like if I eat a bag of chips, I'm not going to work out. For sure. The energy's gone. I can't work off a bag of chips. I tried it a long time ago and I fainted.
So what you're saying is when you eat a bag of chips, it slows you down almost to the point where you will stop working out completely.
Yeah, for sure.
You decide that you're not going to work out, and if you do go and work out, you could possibly faint.
Yeah, I will not work out if I eat a bag of chips. I don't want to go. No, not especially hot Cheetos. Maybe some other sort of chip, but hot Cheetos specifically, I will not work out off of those. They would drain you.
So, looking at your chart, from pastrami's to hamburgers, I see here that data I collected is that you like fatty acid food.
Yes.
And that as well as you like salty food.
Yes.
Have you ever tried a diet outside, a diet that pertains to salty food? Instead of eating chips, trying nuts with salt?
I tried it. I have.
And how did that work for you?
It worked better. I usually, if I work out, I usually would get like some nuts or something like that, to give me a little energy over the chips. So I would choose that in that moment. Like I said, if I choose the chips, workout canceled.
And what stores do you shop at? Do you prepare your meals or do you eat out more?
I eat out more.
And the reason for eating out more, is it convenient?
Yeah, it's more convenient. Yeah, it's more convenient. And I tend to like it.
Okay, so on the scale from 10 to 1, 10 being the highest, 1 being the lowest, if you can prepare meals at home 5 days out the week, how obtainable do you think that goal is on a scale from 10 to 1, cooking 4 times out the week at home? Giving me a number?
About 7. I can do it. I've done it before. I have done it.
Why is it a 7?
Because I can do it. I believe I can do it more often than not. Right now, currently, I don't, but I feel like I can. I have done it before, a lot of cooking. But even when I cook, I just cook tacos. That's like my main meal. I live off tacos, side tacos, chicken tacos.
And there's absolutely nothing wrong with cooking tacos. Let's talk about the kind of tacos you're cooking. We want to use less grease when we make our tacos, as less salt as possible. Are you familiar with herbs, cooking with herbs?
Not much. I mean, I'm familiar with it, but I don't have too much knowledge on it. No.
Okay, well, it sounds like to me, Mr. Griffith, is you want to change your eating habits
Yes.
and you recognize that you have an addiction
Yes.
to eating chips and junk food,
Yes.
but you have stopped eating chips and junk food.
Well,
And
chips.
Chips for 1 month and junk food for 1 week. And the results from this, you felt amazing.
Yes.
You felt better, you have more energy.
Yeah.
So we definitely, if you look at the outcome of your eating habits,
Yeah.
you will prefer to feel better and have more energy versus feeling, having the food taken away from you.
Yeah.
The food taking up your energy from you.
Yeah.
So what we can do is we can start you on a meal plan
Okay.
where you can cook food. We're gonna start 4 days out the week where you can cook at home. I will supply you with different kind of vegetables, different herbs, so you can start to learn about herbs. As you know, herbs can replace salts and give your food different flavors. So you don't have to use as much salt, but still enjoy the food as well. And if we can try going to the grocery store and instead of buying chips, buy probably a supply of nuts for a week. So when you do have that craving, we want to keep these nuts on us so we can just eat the nuts instead of eating the chips.
Okay.
And so I ask you again, on a scale from 10 to 1, 10 being the highest, 1 being the lowest, how obtainable do you think these goals, how obtainable is these goals?
I'd say about an 8, 9. I mean, I can do it, but I don't know how long because, like I said, the craving, the taste, sooner or later I give in to the pastrami.
So, like I said, as far as the craving taste, we're going to create a new dietary plan for you, which we're going to implement more herbs. So you're going to learn new tastes that you might like better than a pastrami.
Yeah.
You might have a new craving for foods once you learn the different herbs and how to cook, and cooking clean and cooking with less grease and more natural grease. There's also different options for cooking, like if you like to cook tacos, there's coconut oil versus using canola oil, which is more natural, more healthier. Okay, also I would like to imply for you to, when you do make this change, you can speak to your household about your change and ask them if they can help you by not having chips in front of you and kind of support you through these changes that you are also seeking.
Okay, yeah, that sounds good.
Does that sound good?
Yeah, that sounds good. I'm willing to do it. I believe I can do it.
Great. Okay. Well, it was nice sitting and talking with you today.
Yeah.
Do you have any questions?
No, I pretty much got what I was looking for. Anything else, I'll just contact you.
Okay. Well, thank you. And I will have my assistant come in and talk to you about paperwork and bringing you the dietary.
Okay, thank you so much.
You're welcome.